Hey, what's up, America? Welcome to Five Stupid Questions with America's sweetheart, Eric Ryan. I am America's sweetheart, Eric Ryan. Today's the third question with the Psilocybin love pirate, Cesar Marin. Today we talk about his 5 favorite movies. I think that you can learn a lot about somebody through their 5 favorite movies. Specifically, what kind of movies they like. I am hilarious. You know what I like about this list? It includes Nacho Libre, but doesn't include The Godfather, which is great because Nacho Libre is a good movie and The Godfather is terrible. It insists upon itself. And it's not good. We can stop pretending now. The Godfather sucks. Anyway, please enjoy this episode. I know I did. I'm in it. Cut. All right, you ready for question number 3?
Here you go.
Your top 5 movies. All right. This is an interesting bunch of movies, my friend. Number 1.
Oh, man.
Life of Pi.
Life of Pi. Life of Pi is such a beautiful message. Plus, it's shot so. The cinematography is just amazing, and just the message of resilience, right? The message of these two characters scared of each other and having to learn to live together so that they can survive is incredible. And just Pi's story, right?
He loses everything, right? He loses
everything.
His parents die, all the animals. Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah, he loses everything. He loses everything, and yet he's still resilient. And then he's sort of that desire to survive, that desire to. There's a miracle around every corner. There's a
Ang Lee,
miracle around
it was an
every
Ang Lee
corner.
movie. He makes very pretty movies.
He does. The cinematography on that movie is just stunning. It's just amazingly stunning. It's so definitely Life of Pi. If you have not seen Life of Pi, it's definitely one to watch.
I like to do this too. I like to pull up what the Rotten Tomatoes scores is just to see in general.
What
So here we are. 86 and 84.
Right, 86
so
and 84. Okay.
not bad.
Not bad.
Crazy with the cinematography too, how pretty the movie is. It came out in 2012, so you didn't have all the technology that we have today.
You didn't have all the
It's gorgeous.
Movies aren't even shot anymore. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff.
Your next movie is one of the many things I enjoy about you, because I think everybody should have a stupid comedy. Billy Madison is in mine. I think it's the greatest movie of all time. But I got Nacho Libre.
Look at that. How could you not?
Jack Black is a national treasure. Oh my God.
You want to hear a crazy story? We would have the litmus test for my boys if their girlfriend or the potential girlfriend that they had was good enough, or not good enough. I don't say good enough. Was okay. You'd have to come over and watch Nacho Libre. If they didn't laugh, it was like no.
Wow,
no,
that's how you knew.
No, exactly.
That's a good line in the sand. That's Nacho Libre. Jack Black is just a very pure. I'm going to say this, and then he's going to have a P. Diddy scandal. But goddamn, man, he's just all the man does is give.
All he does is give. All he does is give and laugh and have a good time and enjoy, and just again.
He doesn't give a fuck about how he's perceived. He's always shirtless or naked, and he doesn't look like the kind of guy that you would think.
He's not in the gym 8 hours trying to sort of be whatever. Like that. He's not even. He doesn't. I don't even think he trims his beard. I think the last time I saw him, he had this beard that was just like everywhere. And it's like
how are him and Steve Buscemi? How are they famous in Hollywood? It doesn't make any sense. Neither one of them is vaguely attractive, but here we are.
No, but there they are. Look at that, major stars. Love Nacho Libre. Love the message in it. Jack Black is just so awesome. There's so many lines in there. There's so many lines that sort of Ignacio. It's a wonderful. It's a fun movie. It's a fun family, just pee your pants movie.
It's close to home for me too, because I went to professional wrestling school. I didn't go to lucha libre school, but I did go to professional wrestling.
Did you go to professional?
Yeah, I can relate.
Mask. If you would have had a mask, you would have been a hit, bro.
Can't cover this up. A mask
or a mask with just the hair coming out.
Then the hair would have been. Yeah, it's really not the face I'm concerned with. It's the hair.
Exactly.
This is probably going to shock you, but the Rotten Tomato score is not so good for Nacho Libre.
You know what?
40%.
I'm not watching it to be enlightened. I'm going to tell you that much.
Yeah. All this tells me is that 45% of America is fucking idiots who don't understand comedy.
Exactly. What does that even mean?
55% audience score. I mean, the critics are obviously going to hate it. I'm disappointed with the audience, though. I thought we were better than that.
It's all right. It's all good.
This next one, boy, oh boy. I'm not sure how many people have seen it, but everybody should. Fantastic Fun Guy.
Fantastic Fun Guy. Fantastic Fungi. Have you seen it, Eric? Right?
I've seen it. So I believe it was based on the book Changing Your Mind, right? I mean, I read that book. And so everybody that's in Changing Your Mind is in this.
Yeah, correct. Exactly. So How to Change Your Mind.
How to Change Your Mind.
Is docuseries that Netflix has, 4-part series, different substances, and it's Michael Pollan. He sort of sat with all these substances, and it's a story. Fantastic Fungi is really the story of what mushrooms really are. And I'm not just talking about the mushrooms that I like. I'm not just talking about, hallucinogen and transformative and psychedelic mushrooms. I'm talking about all mushrooms, about how mushrooms, can be used in so many ways to help the planet, on how mushrooms are this part of this ecosystem that we live on, that if it wasn't pretty much for mushrooms, we wouldn't exist. And for me, it's this real entry point into letting people know what I'm doing. Right. Mm. When I told my mom, hey mom, I'm going to be using mushrooms and this is what I'm doing. She was like, what, are you crazy? Hold on. And we sat down. I said, just watch this documentary. Just watch this documentary with me. And afterwards, she was like, all this time I thought the mushrooms were the enemies. The mushrooms are the good guys. Like the mushrooms are the good guys. They're like the hero.
Typical.
And I'm like, yeah, that's the thing. But we've demonized them so much, and it's like the mushrooms are bad. It's that if you do get a chance to watch some Fantastic Fungi, please definitely check it out. And if you want to see some other fantastic fungi,
hey, there they are right now. My God,
they're always growing. They're always growing. It's something incredible about what mushrooms do, and how they run the earth a bit.
Yeah,
they connect to everything. They connect to everything that dies. They connect to. It's crazy seeing how some mushrooms will connect to trees and things, and use some of the energy. And
they seem to communicate in some way too.
They do.
Right?
They do. There's this mycelial network. They call it the mycelial network. And through these, branches and stuff, they communicate with different plants and with dead, animals. And it's wonderful. If you get a chance, definitely watch Fantastic Fungi. It's on Netflix.
That's awesome.
Awesome. Another one, super well natured documentary shot with incredible cinematography. It's just beautiful. And a lot of wonderful people in it. A lot of really good people in that documentary.
It's a great point about how pretty it is. It is a very pretty movie. The one of the great quotes, I don't know if it's in this or the other one, and I think it's Paul Stamets, but he talks about how some mushrooms can the spores can take over ants or something, and then the ants goes to the highest thing, and then their head becomes a thing and it shoots out spores and sends mushrooms. And he goes, isn't that kind of happening to me? Because I take mushrooms and all I do is talk about mushrooms, which is kind of like putting the spores out there. Whatever.
Exactly. It is. Look at me. I mean, there's mushrooms everywhere. The mushrooms came into my life and they said, you need to be this conduit. You need to be this voice for what we're doing and how we're doing it. And if done correctly, done responsibly, that they can help a lot of people. So, for sure, the mushrooms talk to me for sure. I'm a big believer in connecting with
we are both mushroom users. I think we use them for different reasons. I just want to, taste colors and see sound and watch your YouTube. Yeah. But they do so much that you could put them on pizza and they're unbelievable. You can do them for fun. You can do them for medicine. They help the environment. It's like, why? It should be a bigger thing.
Yeah, it should. I think so. It's growing. Look, a couple of weeks ago, we had the Atlanta Mushroom Festival here in the wonderful city of Atlanta. We were actually in Piedmont Park, which is pretty much the central park of Atlanta. And it was mushroom culture. Right? It wasn't hallucinogen. It was, little kids walking around with mushroom hats on and people wanting to get some mushroom art and people wanting to learn how to cook with different mushrooms. And yes, of course, it was the curious of, wait a minute, hold on a second. Talk to me about these mushrooms that people are using to microdose and become better people. But I think that mushrooms are no longer that sort of enemy of like, oh yeah, they're horrible. You're going to go crazy. You're going to go Looney Tunes.
I think they were, and we've talked about this before, I think they got thrown in with the other hallucinogenics in the 60s. They threw the baby out with the bathwater with the LSD experiment and everything else. And they're like, it's fucking awful. Look at these guys. They're all fucked up. And that's what's going to happen when you do. I will make you feel better about something here. The Rotten Tomatoes scores 100% 94.
Wow.
Come on.
Wow. Look at that.
Goddamn good movie, man. Everybody should watch it.
That's a good one. Everyone should watch it. Everyone should watch it.
All right. Definitely. Your next one, I think you transposed, and I'm glad I checked on this before.
I did.
You wrote,
I don't even know. That other one I think was a porn, wasn't it?
It was porn. It was great. Halfway through, I was like, I don't know how we could talk about this on LinkedIn, but I'm willing. Life is Beautiful is I saw it once. I could never see it again, especially now that I'm a parent.
Yes.
Now that I have kids, I can't watch anything with kids suffering. I can't read anything about kids dying. It destroys me. And this movie is oh boy.
But here's the thing, and I was contemplating it today because I knew the question would come up. In the sense, like the child never suffers, like the parent never lets him suffer. You know what I mean? It's a game to him. So it's the sense of like as a parent, it doesn't matter how much shit you have to eat. Doesn't matter. It's for the benefit or the happiness of your child. You're going to eat 3-4 servings of it without even thinking about it.
Right.
Without even thinking about it. And that's the resilience of this movie. And of course it's set in a horrific time, horrific time, but it's set with this positive message. You know what I mean? It's never like we're suffering or it's horrible. It's like life is beautiful. Today's the best day of your life. Even if you're going through this shit and you're eating piles of dog poop, it's still the best day of your life. And that's why this movie to me is so amazing. So amazing.
Yeah. It's such a positive message, but God, it's the idea is crushing because you're always worried, you know, whoo boy.
Being a parent is a heavy burden. It's a beautiful burden. It's a beautiful, beautiful burden. But our kids' suffering is our suffering 10x.
Oh yeah.
You know,
and to love something so much that death can touch is just such a high wire act. You know, it's so scary. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And the rest of the world agrees. Well, listen, 96%. Here's the thing. If you're the 4% of the audience that didn't like this movie, you have no soul. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh yeah. I'd love to talk to that 4%. What did you not like? I didn't like the accent.
What had to happen here for you to like this movie? I don't understand.
What else needed to happen?
Oh, you 4% of terrible people. All right, and the last one. Here's the thing, man. Sports movies are so goddamn good, so emotional. Life as played out on the sports field in cinema is damn near perfect every time.
Yes, yeah, and there's a lot of them. You know, victory. There's this
Miracle
one.
on Ice.
There's Miracle on Ice. There's
Remember the Titans. It doesn't even matter the sport. I don't give a fuck about rugby, but it's unbelievable.
Exactly. There's something about this movie in particular, and just the time it played in history, like the time how it played out and what it meant for the world. And Matt Damon is a great actor. You know, Morgan Freeman's a great actor, and it's just, you know, having worked in sports for so long. You know, there's something about sports movies, but there's something about this one where it was like this. It really portrayed this historical moment and this sporting event, and how really sports can transcend everything.
I love the idea too. The pitch meeting must have been like, all right, now sports movies are unbelievable. Everybody loves them. They go, yeah. And he goes, what about we add Nelson Mandela? Like,
wait a minute. Hold on a second.
Now you've got something.
I think we got a hit. And wait,
and they were right.
They were.
Yeah, it's emotional, man.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's definitely a good movie. What'd that get? I'm interested to see what that got.
Yeah, okay, I mean,
it's a sports movie. You know,
it's like a Marvel movie at this point. If it's a sports movie, you can automatically subtract at least 10 points from the critic score because they just, I don't know, they have, they suck.
Okay.